What what's this camp been like for you? Coming out of the spring, and I know we heard you put a lot of work in the summer, but what's camp been like for you?
Uh, for the most part, it's been pretty fun. Just getting to work with the team, new staff, getting the plays down, system down. Overall, it's been pretty fun. I feel like all the hard work that we put in as a unit has worked and paid off, so it's been pretty fun.
How much different do you feel heading into year two?
I feel a lot different, just as far as like my role within the team, more leadership and responsibility and stuff like that. So, that's about as different as I feel. So.
What have you seen from Peyton that impresses you as a quarterback and leader?
I think he brings great leadership to the table. He picked up the offense pretty fast, which is pretty incredible considering he just transferred in. But those are some of the qualities that kind of stood out to me early on.
And what about the receiver core? We've heard a lot about you, we've heard a lot about Hooks, and even Fairweather. How dangerous could you guys be this year?
I think we have the potential to be really well. I think we just got to take it day by day. We're growing weekly as a unit, so I feel like we just got to stay consistent within that.
You starting to get everybody back out there again, and how much does that help when you get that continuity when you got everybody that you want to see?
It helps a lot for sure, especially as we get rolling with the season and rotating with different guys. I feel like there's not going to be any drop off between rotating in different positions, outside, inside, different plays, whatever. I feel like everybody in the room is capable of doing everything. So.
And how do you feel as Marcus with your coach? And what kind of energy and leadership does he bring as a position coach?
I think he's had a huge impact on the room considering the past that we've had. Brings a lot of energy, great leadership. As far as the faith side of things go too, he's pretty strong with his faith, which I think impacts us all in the room in a positive way. So I feel like we'll have a pretty successful year with him being our receiver coach.
What do you see your role being in this offense?
Being a leader, number one, just kind of doing things right, leading by example, and then making those plays that I'm supposed to make, whether it's 1-2 catches a game or 5-6 catches a game. Just not too high, not too low, kind of stay the same.
When Coach Freeze came in, Coach Montgomery, they talked about big plays,
Right.
big plays out of the passing game. I mean, first, what was your reaction then, and have you seen that start to happen now for this offense?
My reaction when hearing big plays, my eyes kind of lit up because, that's a receiver's dream. But once you start to see it happen in that practice, it's kind of a routine thing now. So we're expecting that a lot this season.
What have you kind of seen out of Hooks this fall that has been so impressive?
I think he's picked up the offense rather quick too. His ability to make plays and stretch the defense down the field, I feel like will give a lot of teams something to game plan around him, which will then open up, the rest of the receiver room. But I feel like his leadership has also came on pretty strong too as well.
You ever seen anybody with hands that big?
I haven't. It was pretty crazy when I heard about it, and then I measured it. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Everybody's talked about kind of while you've improved on the field, your confidence has been what's translated to your on-field development.
Right.
Just kind of where did that come from in the off season? How have you developed, just confidence and worked on that front?
I feel like I used to struggle with leadership early on, but I feel like I just got more comfortable with the hard work I put in just to kind of accept that role and realize that, I'm not the same guy I was last year. I got a year under my belt, a couple of experience. I've been through adversity, so I kind of and seen a lot more than before. So I just feel like, that confidence just kind of came within the hard work that I put in and the guys around me that believed in me.
And with so many transfers, in that room, just how quickly did you guys come together? Do you guys feel like there's still room to improve and just kind of the camaraderie aspect? Or?
I feel like Coach Davis is doing a good job kind of just mashing all the guys together. Because usually when you bring in transfers, some guys kind of fall off or they kind of see it as, he's trying to take my spot. Well, we just kind of see it as, we're all just trying to get each other better. And we all have the same goals, just to make it to the next level. And we all want the best for each other. So I feel like, the more that we stay positive from that aspect of it and look at it as a positive and not a negative, that we'll continue to grow in the receiver room.
You mentioned turnover. Coach during the season, coaching changed, and then you coach and all the things. But how much did you learn about yourself in year number one that you think will help you this year?
I learned a lot. Just you got to always expect unexpected. And then you got to keep your faith strong throughout everything, because if you don't have faith, then, boy, you're going to be in some trouble when adversity hits. So, I learned a lot, and I'm ready to use my experience with what I learned and carry it over to the next year. So.
What's your thoughts on Coach Montgomery's offensive system and how your skill set fits in?
It's pretty similar to the system I ran in high school. There's a lot of similarities. So I feel pretty confident about it. I'm ready for the world to see it. And I think it's very receiver friendly as far as like, you know, playing with space, just running the green grass and using your ability to the best.
The ability to run the football, how much do you think that's going to be a big advantage for you guys at wide receivers, because teams are going to have to take some chances to go one-on-one at times?
Right. You know, I think it'll be a pretty big thing for us, considering, you know, last year our passing game wasn't as efficient as it is now. But I feel like, you know, us having a strong running back room will definitely open up the receiver room a lot.